What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and excuse like my voice and my appearance. I am a little bit under the weather. I have like a horrible migraine, and like this, like from here over, is like in pain. Like I woke up like this. I don't understand why or what was going on, but I just woke up with a horrible migraine, and like half of my face hurts, and it's just a lot. But I'm still here giving you guys a video. As you can see, I took the blonde out. It's out. Back to my natural state. So I'm pretty much, since I took that out, I'm just doing a video on tips you should know before you get a lace frontal or a lace wig or anything lace that has to be glued down in the front of your head. Because I've only gotten a weave twice. That was a lace frontal and a sew-in, and then I did it, I don't know if you guys remember one of the videos, well, a few videos that I did where I had like the short bob. That was also a weave, but that was all sew-in and I had a closure. So this was really my first time. That's not true. I have lace wigs that I've worn in these videos too, but those were kind of easier to like put on and take off and like glue down and stuff like that, because I didn't actually use like wig glue or weave glue. I used gel, like really strong gel, and I just put it down on the front, and then I put the wig on. I pushed everything down. I let that dry for a little bit, and then I tied like the front. I tied it down tight so that way it stayed on and stayed down. So as it's drying, it's like staying in. This is the glue that I use, guys. Got to be Ultra Glue Invincible styling gel, level 4. That's the glue that I use to glue down my lace wigs that I have. It was just easier because when I did buy glue at one point when I did my first lace wig or whatever, or my first wig, and I really didn't, like, I watched videos on how to put it on or how to use the glue. I didn't really like it or didn't like certain things about it, so I just never used it. So I'm like, okay, what else can I use that's gonna make the wig stay and make everything stay together? And I realized that I can use that glue because that glue is actually really strong and it flakes too. Like you have to pretty much like, if you're using it on like your regular hair to like do a bun or like something, like make sure you like brush everything out, you comb everything out, you put it where you want it, and then when you put that glue on, like you put it on the parts that you want to stay and hold. Don't try to like brush it or comb it or anything, because the more you fiddle with it, at least do it while it's wet. Don't do it while it's dry, because then it'll start to flake and you'll see like the white parts and white sections in it. So that's the only reason why I don't really use that gel for like buns or like slicking down my hair, or do like, I could do it for my baby hairs. They really stay with your baby hairs if you really want to use that, but I don't use it with, you know, other things. So getting this lace frontal and the sew-in, I had somebody else do it, so I didn't do it myself. So she did it good, you know what I mean? I watched how she did it, and she did it really good, like really well. It stayed on, it looked flawless. Like you would never even tell that it wasn't mine. You just would think that I just dyed my hair fucking blonde, you know? But it started coming up the first time, and it like all of it like started coming, like there was coming up in like patches, like front here was coming up, and like maybe a side over here, and then like a side over here was coming up. And then at one point, like all of it was up, like it was up, and I was like, damn, I don't have time to like go to her, because she's in Brooklyn, I'm upstate New York, so it's like I don't have time to like go to her and have her redo it for me like really quick. So I'm just like, all right, what can I do to like put it together, like put it in, you know, make it stay, tie it down, something. And I had this wig glue, Sally's Beauty Supply, and I have the white one because they didn't have the brown one or the colored one. This glue actually works, guys. Like it actually works. It keeps everything staying. The only problem is I obviously didn't use it properly, because I would put it on and try to like make it dry. Like it's supposed to dry clear. This doesn't really give you good instructions on it, but it's supposed to dry clear. And I couldn't wait for it to dry clear, because all the times like I maybe put this on underneath probably like twice. Like once it was like just for like from here all the way to like here, like that section was just up, so I used it for that section. Then this, like the sideburn section, and then the sideburn section was coming up at one point, and I used it for those 2 sections. So I only used this glue twice, but I obviously didn't use it properly because it was like gloppy in certain places, and like I put it on and I would like try to spread it out as best as I could, but it ended up coming out gloppy, and then it stuck. But not only it stuck here, it stuck to your hair, but it also stuck to the welt. And then not only that, it stuck to the hair that was on the lace, and you don't want that. You just want it to stick to the lace and not stick to the hair, because then it makes it look weird. So I messed that up. That was that. So pretty much rule number 1 is know what you're doing. Make sure you know how to use the glue. Make sure you know how to put it on. Make sure you know how it's gonna be, and you don't mess up your frontal or your lace or whatever in the front, because I'm pretty sure I probably messed up mine a little bit and I didn't do it right. So I'm just letting you guys know, before you go and get a lace frontal, get a lace anything, when it starts to come up after you get it done by somebody else, make sure you know how to reapply the glue and how to reapply the front period and put it down and make sure it's like laid properly, because I didn't do it properly, and that's why I wanted to take it out. Not only that, I've had it, it's almost 3 months. I got it in September. This is the end of October, so I'm going on, like, it's pretty much 2 months. Almost November would make 3 months. I didn't want to keep it in alone. The hair was getting on my nerves. I had body wave or whatever, and it was great and everything, but I tried so many different products and things to make the hair look good and do stuff with it, and it just was not working. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep, you know, piling product on top of product, putting this, trying this, doing that. I'm just gonna take it out and just deal with my own hair, because it's fall anyway, and I could do with my hair, protective stylist, whatever, like, it's not that big of a deal. But I also need to let my hair breathe on top of that, because it's been under there for a while, and I've been getting my hair done back to back to back to back, so I kind of want to let my hair breathe a little bit before I do another style. So tip number 2 is to make sure you know what type of hair you're dealing with and know exactly what products you need to use to keep the hair up, like to upkeep on the hair. Because I mean, she told me to use, I seen her using like mousse and stuff like that on like the part, my part was here, well, it was actually over here, and then she would put it like, so the part is here, and she would put it like this, like down section on top, and then this other down section on top. So before it goes down and becomes wavy, she puts it here, so that way it's like slicked down, this top part is like slicked down, and then it's wavy. So I got my own mousse. All these products that I'm showing you guys, I'm actually going to put in my description box below, so that way you guys could kind of test it out yourself and see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Not everything works for everybody, so you know what I mean, like, you can test it out, see what works, see what doesn't. So this is the mousse that I bought. That's what it is. That's the title and everything. I've been using this. I've used it on the hair too. I actually liked when I used the mousse on the hair, because when I put it on when I put it on top, it like laid everything down. I put it on the hair and it made it like that wet, wavy, curly type look, and then it dried and then it looked really good. But I also felt like after it dried and after you touched the hair, it would feel dry, like the hair would feel dry. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, why is it dry? Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know what products I should have used on that type of hair, the body wave. Like, I don't know. She told me to use like light things, like the mousse was light, you know. It's not like I was dousing it in mousse every day. I wasn't using it every day, and I wasn't putting product in my hair every day. So that was one thing, but you still need to know what products to put in your hair, you know, in your sew-ins and your leave-ins, whatever. Like, you need to know what products to use on that type of hair, so that way you upkeep it and you get to wear it longer. Like, you're not supposed to keep your sew-ins in for a certain amount of time anyway, which is what I was told. I mean, I don't keep certain things in my hair. I like to keep certain things in my hair for a certain amount of time, but I don't keep it in for long, because then I start to get annoyed and then I take it out because it's getting on my nerves. So that's what I was using. And then I used also leave-in conditioner. I didn't use like the creamy leave-in or certain leave-ins. Like, she said to use light products on it. She said we could use leave-in or like a little bit of oil. I didn't do oil because I feel like with oil, sometimes it's heavy depending on how heavy-handed you are with products. So I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna use oil on it. But I did use a leave-in. This is the leave-in that I used on the hair. And it's not a regular leave-in. I have this whole line. I have the cleanser, the conditioner, and I have this. And then I had another thing, but my mom stole it, whatever. But there was another product that came with this line that I had, and I don't remember what it was. But this leave-in is a spray leave-in. You know, you see the spray thing at the top. And I don't usually use spray leave-ins on my own natural hair because it doesn't work for me. It tends to not be enough for my hair, or it makes it feel dry, or it makes it feel tough. I don't use stuff like that on my hair. My hair like gets dry really easily, and it needs moisture constantly. And if I'm not adding water, moisture, conditioners, stuff, like I need the heavy stuff. This is like lighter. I was going to give this to my mother because she has curly hair like mine, but her hair is completely different texture than mine. When it dries up, it looks like this, but when it's wet, it does not look like this at all. So I was gonna give it to her because certain stuff like this she can use. I can't use it. Why did I keep it? I don't know why I kept it. I have so many different hair products that I have that didn't work, and I keep them. Don't ask me why I keep them. But I use this on the hair. I like the way this was on the hair. I would spray it all over, and I would make sure the thing that you need to, tip number 3, is to make sure you brush your products in or comb your products in, depending on what type of hair you have. I don't want to tell you to brush every hair or comb every hair. You can't do that to every hair that you have in your hair. So whatever you do to untangle your hair, do that when you put those products in, because it evenly distributes it throughout the whole sew-in or wig, whatever you're wearing. That's what I liked. When I sprayed that on my hair, it actually felt better using that. It felt a little bit more hydrated. I would, brush it through the whole entire hair, and then I let it air dry, and it looked good, and it felt a little bit better on the hair. But even though I used those products, I still felt like the hair wasn't kept up the way I wanted to keep it up. And I literally looked online. I tried to find a video. I tried to find any which way that I could to take care of this hair. Okay, and I'm like, you know what, I was gonna go back to her actually and have her wash it, condition it, and revive it. But I'm like, you know what, it needs to come out. I've been piling glue. That's a tip number 4. Please, if you don't know what you're doing, do not pile glue on top of glue. That's what I did. And now I have some bald patches or bald spots because I put the glue on top of glue on top of glue instead of trying to do it properly or trying to let somebody else do it. And now you can't see it right now. I have too much hair anyway, so you probably would never notice it. But I tried to do it myself, and I tried, you know what I mean, instead of trying to do it the right way. And I have certain bald spots, I have one here, maybe a little one here, and one right here. So please do not pile glue on top of glue. That's tip number 4. Do not do that, because that's going to mess up your own hair. Remember, when you do lace, you have the cap on, but the cap only covers so much. It covers all of this, which is great, and it covers a little bit in the front, but it can't cover the whole thing because you have to put the lace down. Remember, some of the glue is going onto your hair. You can't see it, with my hair. I have conditioner in my hair anyway. I'm gonna wash it out, but you can't see it right now. But if I lift it up, you will be able to see some of the glue that's still stuck in my hair, and because I didn't want to pull it out. Tip number 5, do not pull glue out of your hair. Do not pull anything out of your hair. Please don't do that, okay? You're ripping it, you're yanking it out of your scalp, and that's not good for you. It's not good for your hair, it's not good for your follicles, it's not good for your scalp. And especially if you want that hair to grow out, don't yank anything out of your hair. Glue, product, clips, nothing. Scrunchies, nothing, okay? I just wanted to give you guys some tips. I just wanted to tell you guys certain things that you should look out for, certain things you should do. Make sure you go to tip number 6, make sure you go to a really good hairstylist to put in your lace. Whatever, wig, lace, frontal lace, closure, whatever. Make sure you go to a really good person to put that in, okay? Because some people don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I ended up messing up some of my hair because of it, and I also think I messed up a little bit of the frontal because of it. So don't be like me. I'm trying to help. Don't do that, okay? Just make sure you go to a professional. Make sure you ask them in detail, because I think that was another problem that I had. I asked her, but I didn't ask her in detail, what certain products I should use on my hair, what certain things, how should I upkeep my hair. When the glue starts coming up, what should I do if I'm not around you, if I can't get to you? Ask detailed questions. Tip number 7, ask your stylist detailed questions on how to upkeep your hair, what specific products to use on your hair to upkeep your hair. How would you put your lace back down if you were not able to get to her in time, him or her, in time to do it for you? And just how to take care of it all together, how to make it look good, make it stay good, and not mess up your own hair in the process. Please ask them in detail, because I did not. I asked questions, but I did not ask in detail, and I think that's probably why I messed everything up. So thank God I still have my hair. But now I have to grow back the spaces that you probably can't see it. No, you can't really see it. But thank God, I have to grow back the spaces that that the glue took out of my hair, or whatever the case is. So just a heads up, just use these tips and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's probably many other tips. If you want more tips, I probably could think of some other ones too. But if you want more tips on what you should know before you get a lace frontal, lace wig, lace anything, comment down below. Ask any questions you want to me about me having my lace frontal and my sew-in. Ask me anything that you want to know before you go and get yours. Ask me about stylists. Ask me, not really about stylists, because I only got this done the second time, and this is the first time I did a lace frontal. First time. So just any questions you want to ask me about any of those things, that you're a beginner, maybe you haven't done it before, maybe you've done it but it hasn't gone good like me, just comment down below, let me know. Ask me any questions you want. Ask me if you wanted me to do a second video to this of more tips that I have, which I probably do have some more tips. Maybe I could do tips on natural hair. So comment below, let me know what's up. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, put your notifications, put the bell on so you can get my notification when I post. I have more videos coming for you guys, and a lot more stuff coming. I just did this really quickly. Like, I'm not really in the best, like you could probably see it, I'm not really in the best shape right now, but I still had to give you guys a video, so that says a lot what I'm doing for you guys, okay? But yeah, and pretty much that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?